Interesting. Celebration promo FAQ. Now, what's interesting to me is the lineup of weapons, right? So these are the buy box promos. 2 weapons for each class. But what has me really intrigued is the rarities, right? Rare, token, rare, or common, right? Hard to see, but I'm pretty sure that's a T. Might not be, but effect-wise, right, this does fit pretty blankly with Wager, so I see this being more of a draftable weapon. These ones, not so much. I mean, they are right up Root's alley, but yeah, I'm curious, right? I understand why Miller's Grindstone is rare. These, not so much, because they don't really seem like rare weapons to me, given their effects. They're pretty, basic, easy. They seem like they should be the draft mechanic, the go-to weapon. Anyway, you don't have to strain your eyes. I will do that for you. So this gets +2 defense when defending a weapon attack, right? So it's 0. It's a weapon, but you can actually block with it. So that's pretty good. But then it has Blade Break. Hot Streak, when it's defended by 1 or more attack action card. Hot Streak's attack gains go again this turn. So interesting concept there, right? If they block with attack action, you get to then go into other stuff. That if they don't, that completely shuts down your turn. Kind of a weird place, right? When would you actually utilize it? If you'd put at the end of your sequence, what will you really have less left to go with it? I mean, if it wasn't once per turn, maybe, and that'd sort of make more sense with Hot Streak, that you could then just attack with it over and over again, sort of like Rain of Arrows. But yeah, it's rare. It's a weapon. Again, rarity for equipment and weapons is hit or miss pretty much most of the time. Miller's Grindstone, already gone over. Great card for the whole Clash mechanic and Victor. High Riser, once per turn, costs 3. If you've drawn a card this turn, this gets +1. So pretty self-explanatory. It's meant to, work with gold. You cash in your gold, you draw a card, this gets buffed. Is it substantial enough? I don't know. Mini Meat Axe, when this attacks, draw a card, then discard a random card. Interesting. And then Ball Breaker, if you've discarded a card with 6 or more, this turn gets... If you've discarded a card with 6 or more this turn, then this gets +1, right? And they're all one-handed weapon. That's the other thing to probably look at, right? I'm pretty sure they're all one-handed. Again, it's fuzzy, but they all have the sort of same squiggle. So they're all one-handed, right? You take a Mini Meat Axe, you take a Bull Breaker, use Mini Meat Axe to then proc Bull Breaker. Not that they have go again. So I don't know how I feel about Mini Meat Axe as enabler. Again, it just feels conceptually they're all missing that one little connective dot. Hot Streak if it didn't have once per turn. Mini Meat Axe if it had go again to then lead into Bull Breaker or some of your other cards. Parrying Blade, well, that one's fine, right? It's more just a defensive, viable option for you to take, right? In your offhand with your other one-hand weapon. Every now and then you get a 1-for-2 attack, which is decent. But yeah, rarity though, right? Rare, and then token. So this is a draft. Again, assuming it's token, not common. Could be common, but I would assume it's token. That also means that we still have a bunch of tokens, whether or not they are weapons, which I would still assume there is, draft weapons, just generic weapons, maybe 1 for each hero class at this point. So this would be just the Guardian concept, again, working off gold. Either of these kind of would have worked for what Brute's going for. So again, it leaves me wondering what are the tokens of heavy hitters going to be if these are the weapons we're getting? I mean, it could also be a typo error, right? They might not be rares, but that's what we're seeing. The other big thing, TCG player seller incentive. So for participating stores who sell $1,000 or more in USD, they will get a portion of the sales of the TCG Flesh and Blood Collector's Bundle. Now, what is the Collector's Bundle? It's 1 box, 1 Blitz set, and 1 Test of Strength promo card. Not even a play set, right? For $160 plus shipping. And then tax is not included. Tax is always a weird thing for me, US to Australian, because ours is always upfront. It's just a straight 10% unless, it's alcohol, or I think cigarettes are heavily taxed. But again, it's all worked into the price, whereas this is after. So it's an afterthought for all of you, which is, I can understand a bit annoying, but yeah, for $160, I don't know, is that worth it? Right, for 1 promo? Test of Strength, well, what was that? It should be here on the spoilers. It was one of these cards. No, it was that one. So when this defends, clash with attacking hero, the winner creates a gold token. Generic 4 block. Oh, it's the last card. It could still have... No, because it goes yellow-red. I was going to say it could still have the other variants, but... So it's just red. Again, you don't get a playset. You just get one. Yeah, I understand its strength, right? Because it's a generic block, and block is the new, fancy mechanic that they're starting to work with to sort of rival defense reactions. Again, do a different prospect, right? Stronger than just dumping a card from your hand, and then with decent effects too. But yeah, it's kind of weird that's not a playset, and I wouldn't buy it. That's straight up, right? I mean, what is it in AUD? It is about 240, right? So Gameology, middle row in terms of pricing. 120 for a booster box, 110 for the set of Blitz decks, right? So that makes the promo, yeah, that's fairly decent, right? A $20 promo, but then shipping and all that, and that really adds up. Yeah, I don't know. If it was a playset, I think I'd be more inclined to think it was fairly good. I think it's just an average, pre-release product bundle, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really feel like a collector's bundle. It feels like there could be something a bit fancier to go with it, but I mean, we'll have to see how, test of strength goes, right? It could be completely busted and auto-clued in every deck, right? Is its effect better than, Fate Foreseen or Sink Below, or there's one other big 4 block, right? Because it's very subjective, the clash mechanic, and it's not going to suit every class. Stick it in a Brute or Guardian. I wouldn't even say Warrior, it really works in, but Brute and Guardian, right? Then it's, it's a pretty great block with a good amount of upside. But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about the collector's bundle, right? It seems like we are sort of dwindling with all the extra goodies. Now, the upside of that is those goodies are going towards actual competitive events, right? Less so about buying products or, just going to the right store at the right time. It's actually rewarding playing, which is fantastic, right? All that incentive is great, but why can't you have both, right? I mean, the no playmats, I think, is the big one. I don't know if the bundle's been released, but I saw a little buzz about that. Oops, I clicked on it again. I have 2 tabs for no reason. Well, I mean, this is the bundle, is it not? It's just the promos. No playmat to win. It might be one. Was it my retail and news? And then, no, Road to Nationals. I think this is just a brief explanatory. Yeah. So, whether or not this is the full kit, right? But because it's more just the release promo, it's not the actual armor kit. We'll have to see. Again, I'm on board for all the really good stuff going towards play. Again, I would like to see it at all levels, right? The casual support with the Melody Pack was fantastic, but it could be, a bit more current. But yeah, we'll have to see. Is there any other little bits, right? No purchase limit. There's only 1,500, which is also another interesting thing, right? Because there's only 1,500 copies of Test of Strength promo, which is an interesting thing to keep track of. Again, I feel like it should be a playset. That's my only real gripe, right? The price is just middle ground. It's just, I feel like it should be a playset. Limited supply will not replenish or ship. It's fine. Available from then. And nothing else of interest. No, alright. Well, that'll pretty much do it. I don't think there's anything else to really go over. It's just, yeah, the weapons. And the fact that rare, token, rare, right? Instead of all tokens. Alright, again, I understand Mill's Grindstone for being rare, because it has a pretty comprehensive effect, but these are pretty generic. So I'm surprised that they're not just tokens, and they're not just the draftable weapons, so interested to see what that is. Anyway, we'll leave it there. See ya.